Hi and welcome to Down the Shed. In this video I'm going to build this TDL 555 touch delay switch LED light kit. So R1 is a 4.7 ohm. Now this is a 5 volt kit, however you can increase the voltage up to 12 volts, but you need to increase the resistor R1 by 1 ohm per volt. So basically you've got a 4.7 in there, you want a 12 ohm-ish for 12 volts. So I'm just going to, for the time being, this might actually get up to 12 volts, but for the time being I'm going to keep it as it is. So we have two 10k resistors, so that 4.7 looks like a yellow, purple, gold, well look at that. These are brown, black, orange, gold. SMD resistors are so much easier to flipping work out. You don't have to remember colour codes or anything like that. And number 3. I think while we're on this part of the board, we'll get that 555 timer in. So I'd lost it then. Never mind, I've got a bag of 50 of them somewhere. Remembering to pair the notch on the chip with the notch on the board. Now we've got a bendy out leg. This is what happens when you buy Chinese kits that haven't been packed properly. You end up with bent pins all over the place. Not that pair, that pair. Just throw the tweezers on the floor. Where's that? There it is. Okay, so let's mount the chip. Right, so we've now got a cob, a chip on board, lol. And let's get that little, what is it? It's a C1 is a 101, so that's this one. So a little ceramic cap goes in here. So that's a nice little line of soldering. So let's get those blue tack down. Why won't this little puppy take? Come on, you little bugger. There we go. So that's the 5 resistors, the 555 timer, and the ICE C1 done. So we've got the power socket in place. It's not soldered yet. We have a 100 UF 16 volt electrolytic capacitor. Again, remembering to get your polarities correct. So shaded side is the minus, long leg is the plus, board is marked. It's also got a square and a round peg. Again, square pegs are an unwritten rule for a positive terminal. Doesn't have to be, it's down to the manufacturer of the PCB, but normally the square is pos. So let's get those soldered in. So next I think we'll put in the, is it a variable resistor? It's a 1M anyway. So I reckon this will be for the timer on the touch, on the light. When you press it, it will obviously give it a certain amount of time. Solder that puppy down. Shorten them down touch. So that's that one. We're almost done here. C2 is a 104 UF. Well, not a UF, it's a 104. I think I'd stick it in my little tester kit thing, but let's just get this done. So blob that on. I had an alarm clock back in the early 80s that had one of these little metallic touch sensors on for the snooze button on the alarm. one of the old all-in-one hi-fi units, the flat wide ones with record deck, tape deck, amp, radio and everything on it. Oh my god, the alarm on that thing was loud. Good old hi-fis, don't make them like they used to. That power socket could do with going in a bit further. So mount it, press it, mount it, out, press it. Mount it before you press, otherwise you could end up damaging the tabs. That'll do. There we go. That's a bit happy out. So all we've got now is the 5 white LEDs and the red power LED. Now I'm thinking I might go for my brighter white LEDs as the ones provided. Let's dig one out. As you can see, let's turn this light off. For a touch light, these aren't the brightest little puppies in the world. Or I could use, mind you, it might be the battery because that ain't much better. Although it's got a bit more oomph there. Let's put them next to each other. As you can see, that clear one has got a little bit more brightness into it. And that one's got more radiance. So I'm going to use 3 clears on the inside and 2 of the diffused on the outside. So we'll compromise. So that's 3 clears I want. 2 go back in here. I'll take 2 of those. Just because you buy a kit that comes with a set of parts doesn't mean you have to stick to those set. Actually, I think I'll have 3 of these. And again, polarity. Remember, short leg negative. I think I'll have 3 of the clear ones in the middle and the 2 diffused on the outsides. So the 555 chip is obviously being used as a timer circuit. So this has got a delay on it, which is the variable resistor will determine the length of that delay. Might be on for a second, might be on for 20 seconds. Don't know until we play with it. So we'll blue tack those down. So I'll do 1 leg of each, just so we can make sure they're in. It's easier to jog them about a bit if you've only done 1 leg. Blowing on the fumes as I don't put my extractor on. Dab out any blue tack left behind with another piece of blue tack. And if that don't work, just get a cold piece of blue tack and it works like a dream. So that first one's alright, that second one could do with going in a touch. I'm quite happy with how they're all sitting. Ooh. Finalise their positions. Yeah. Now I want to turn the board around to make it easier to solder from the right. Right, so now we've just got the power LED and then it's test time. So we've got a 3mm red. Ah shucks, we'll stick with that. So again, just remember your polarities. And that is it. All we need to do now is bang this up to a 5V supply. Kill this light. Right, so let's grab this power bank. Let's charge. Actually, no, let's just take the USB cable. Let's charge in the power bank. There we go. We've got power. So let's touch that. There we go. Look at that. So I'm guessing, as I said, the variable resistor here will be a, there we go, will be a timer. So that's about, what, a couple of seconds. So it makes a better light side on. I might buy some more of these and try and figure out a way of actually using them. If I can run extension cables to the LEDs from the board, I could actually put those like along the dog kennel and then just have a touch thing, bit of wire somewhere that I can touch when locking the shed and it'll turn these on. Who knows? There may be another project out of one of these. But that's actually on for quite some time. actually. Let's just, there we go. So God knows how long it will stay on for if you turn it all the way round, but all the way back and just a tiny bit. I do like that. That is excellent. So like the video, thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, and she's out already. I'm not sure what the next exciting edition is going to be. I've got plenty of kits to do, lots of choice. I might do a review actually. I have, but I'm not going to. Yeah. However, I do love that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.